I'm excited and scared about AI. I mean, I can see the opportunities that we have, especially in this country, because it's coming, and it's my belief that the United States needs to dominate in this field and not, let China or anybody else drive this advancement in technology and be able to use that against us. I think we would be really the best keepers, along with a lot of our allies around the world, to be able to do that. So I know a lot of people are scared about AI sucking up a lot of jobs and doing away with a lot of jobs. I actually think it's going to be very helpful from our workforce development standpoint, that really every state in the country, or at least states that are like ours, that are growing and creating a lot of jobs and a lot of opportunity, anything we can have to let people be more efficient, to do more with that same person versus having to hire somebody else, I think is going to be helpful for our economy and for our country.
AI is a fascinating subject. It's a powerful tool. It's a powerful opportunity to produce efficiencies and to provide better customer service. It's also very dangerous, or it has risks. It has, intellectual property risk. It has personal data risk. And the risk to the music industry is that impersonations and fake works can destroy an artist's career. So we have created we have brought forth a piece of legislation. It's my bill, and it protects the voice of artists from impersonation, from AI-generated work, and it's called the Elvis Act.
It is called that. Clever name.
Ensuring likeness, voice, image security.
Every politician can see this playing a major role in the next election. And my question is, after someone takes your image and adds a voice and saying something that's horrible, how do you unring the bell with the truth? That has to be a side that is dealt with at the federal level with controls. In the state of New York, I'm proposing laws against this, by the way, because if it doesn't happen at the federal level, I'll deal with it. But lastly, we are embracing the good side of AI. The state of New York will be the leader in AI innovation, and we're going to have the largest supercomputer built in the nation in New York. I'm proposing that as well. So there's the dark side, and then there's the side that we are going to embrace.
The two big issues I've focused on since day one: mental health and the opioid crisis. Mm-hmm. We've done very, very well in New Hampshire on both those. It's not solved or anything like that.
It's been ravishing.
We were like number 2 in the country for opioid deaths. I think we're like number 30 or something now. We transformed our system. We've made huge, huge gains there. Mental health is the other one, focused on mental health. And I try to tell Republicans, mental health is a great way to get bipartisan wins. As a strong conservative, you want bipartisan wins, go do more in mental health. Not just throw more money at the problem. Have the courage to change the system, to revamp the system, to focus on kids, to not do it like they did in the 90s. You got to challenge yourself to whiteboard a system and be results driven.
As governors, I think we approach things a little bit differently. And my vision is to make Oklahoma a top 10 state in everything we do. As far as energy is concerned, if you're going to bring jobs and you're going to manufacture solar panels or pump jacks, we're agnostic. We want all of those businesses, those manufacturing. Oklahoma is the best place to set up manufacturing for distribution purposes. We have a huge energy advantage in Oklahoma. Our cost of energy is one of the most affordable in the entire country. So we have kind of an all-of-the-above approach, and I want to touch on that real quickly. We're number 6 in oil production, number 5 in natural gas production, so we're so proud of our oil and gas industry. But we're also number 2, people don't realize this, in wind energy. And over 45, almost 50% of our production, we're one of only 4 states that can say this, that comes from renewable energy. And that's led to a reliable, affordable grid.
What I did challenge the legislature to do in my State of the State address, very similar to what I'm working on here in Washington with Governor Cox at the National Governors Association, is disagree better. So how do we make sure... But legislatures are supposed to disagree. That's their job. They debate, they argue, they have different values. But how do you do it in a way that elevates that discourse and brings it to a realm where you're talking about, your policy differences and being inquisitive about why somebody feels a different way, rather than degrade into personal attacks. And so that's really what we challenge the legislature to do, and we try to manifest the concept of disagree better. I meet with Republican leadership and Democratic leadership regularly. So I meet with the leadership teams every other week and get to hear concerns. And then when there are members that want to meet with us, obviously first, if it's a technical question, so I'll meet with our legislative staff, but we try to be accessible to members as well that want me to hear what they have to say. And before I issue a veto, I always give them a chance to change my mind and invite them in
Sure.
to share why they think that terrible bill is a good idea.